Hey, you. Yes, you. The one who dreams big, but somehow ends up binge-watching cat videos instead of chasing those dreams. Sound familiar? Don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, you're in the right place. This video is for the ambitious but lazy, the dreamers who struggle with the doing part. You know what it's like, you have big goals, big plans, but when it comes to actually taking action, you freeze. Maybe you tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll do it when I feel more motivated. But deep down, you know that tomorrow never comes. And motivation is a myth. The good news? Procrastination isn't a life sentence. It's a habit. And like any habit, it can be broken. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to outsmart your procrastination and finally get stuff done. Let's dive in. Tired of putting things off until later? Say hello to the Ultimate Productivity Bundle. For just $6, you'll get the From Lazy to Legendary ebook, your guide to beating procrastination and achieving your goals, a daily journal to start and end your day with focus, a weekly journal to stay organized and on track, and a monthly journal to crush your long-term goals. Click the link below to grab your bundle today. Stop procrastinating and start achieving. Your future self will thank you. Don't wait. Take control of your time now. Get your Ultimate Productivity Bundle for just $6 and start getting stuff done today. First, let's talk about why procrastination happens. It's not because you're lazy, it's because your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. Think about it. When you're faced with a big project, your brain goes, "Whoa, that's overwhelming. Let's do something easier instead." And before you know it, you're scrolling through memes for 3 hours. This isn't just you being lazy. It's your brain's way of protecting you from stress. The problem is, this short-term relief comes at a cost. Every time you procrastinate, you're trading temporary comfort for long-term stress. For example, let's say you have a deadline for a project. Instead of starting, you tell yourself, "I'll do it later." But as the deadline gets closer, the pressure builds, and suddenly, you're scrambling to get it done. Sound familiar? The key to beating procrastination is understanding why it happens, and then using that knowledge to outsmart it. Let's talk about how procrastination affects your future self. Here's the problem. Present you loves instant gratification, but future you pays the price. Every time you procrastinate, you're essentially borrowing happiness from your future self. Think about it. When you put off that project, skip the gym, or delay starting your side hustle, you're creating more stress and pressure for future you. For example, let's say you're supposed to study for an exam. Present you thinks, "I'll just watch one more episode." But future you is stuck pulling an all-nighter, cramming at the last minute. Or maybe you've been meaning to start a new habit, like exercising or eating healthier. Present you says, "I'll start tomorrow," but future you is stuck dealing with the consequences of not taking action. The truth is, procrastination is a trade-off. You're trading short-term comfort for long-term stress. But here's the good news. You can break this cycle by understanding the real enemy, fear. Another reason we procrastinate? Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of not being good enough. Or even fear of success. It's scary to put yourself out there, to risk failing, or to admit that you might actually succeed. For example, maybe you've been putting off starting a business because you're afraid it won't work out. Or maybe you've been avoiding that creative project because you're worried it won't be perfect. But here's the secret. Done is better than perfect. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to start. Think about it this way. Every successful person you admire started somewhere. They didn't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect idea, they just started. And once they started, they learned, grew, and improved along the way. So, how do you take that first step? Let's talk about some practical strategies to beat procrastination. Now, if you're serious about taking your productivity to the next level, I've got something special for you. Introducing our Ultimate Guide. From Lazy to Legendary. The Ultimate Guide to Crushing Your Goals. This ebook is packed with step-by-step strategies to help you overcome procrastination for good, build unstoppable habits, and finally achieve your biggest goals. It's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter. And this guide will show you exactly how to do that. Click the link in the description to get your copy today. Trust me, your future self will thank you. So, how do you beat procrastination? Here are 3 battle-tested strategies. The 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. No excuses. For example, instead of thinking, I need to clean my entire room, start with, I'll put away these 2 items. Small wins build momentum. Break it down. Big tasks feel scary, but small steps feel doable. Break your goal into tiny, manageable chunks. Instead of write a book, start with write 100 words today. Reward yourself. Finished a task? Treat yourself to something you love. Positive reinforcement works wonders. It could be a snack, a walk, or 10 minutes of your favorite show. These strategies might seem simple, but they're incredibly powerful when you actually use them. Let's talk about why progress, no matter how small, is so important. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Every step you take gets you closer to your goals. For example, if you're trying to get in shape, don't focus on running a marathon right away. Start with a 10-minute walk. If you're writing a book, don't worry about finishing the whole thing. Just write 1 paragraph. The more you take action, the easier it becomes. It's like building a muscle. Consistency is key. Even if you only take 1 small step today, that's 1 step closer to where you want to be. Celebrate those small wins because they add up over time. So, what are you waiting for? Stop watching this video and go take that first step. Even if it's tiny, even if it's imperfect, just start. Remember, the hardest part is always starting. Once you take that first step, the rest becomes so much easier. Your future self will thank you. You've got this. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow ambitious but lazy friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on productivity, motivation, and crushing your goals. See you in the next one.